Hello, good afternoon and welcome to University of Worcester Arena here in Worcester, where we have some BWB Women's Premier League action for you. Here, Worcester Wolves taking on Cardiff Met Archers. I'm delighted to be joined by some wheelchair basketball royalty, Joseph Girona. JJ, great to have you with us. Exciting game in prospect here.
Yeah, quite so. Both teams have lost their last two games, but I did a little shallow dive into the last game that they had together, and it was a close game for a while, but in the end Cardiff won 53-37. Adele Atkin starred with 18 points, 18 rebounds, 3 assists and 6 steals, so one to watch out for her. So yeah, let's see if Worcester have managed to claw back some of the points that they lost last time.
Well, that's the thing. One of the problems that Worcester have had this season, not being able to put the ball in the basket regularly enough, certainly for Coach Fisher and his team's liking. They've got to find some way of getting the offense going.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, their best hope of 20-point plus player is Sarah Hope, who's their best forward. Beautiful shooting action. But if you look at the last game between these two teams, she only had 14 shots. Whereas Neve Horan, for example, had 22 shots, and the opposition, Jade Atkin, had 21 shots. So the key to their offense rests on if they can get more quality shots for Sarah Hope.
And presumably some of that is about how Cardiff defend her and try and just keep the ball out of her hands.
Yeah, they'll know exactly what they're up against and who the danger players are, and they'll adjust their defense accordingly.
Well, the two teams in their huddles at the moment, about to get their last instructions from the coaches ahead of the start of this ball game. Worcester looking for their first victory of the season, having played 4 and lost 4. Cardiff have one win, that coming against the Wolves, as JJ said, in February. And well, it's a development across the course of the season. Both coaches will tell you that they're trying to get better as time goes on, and this is a good spot for Worcester to see how much they've improved since that first meeting against Cardiff.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is a very new league. It's the second year of this this project, and for all teams, it's going to be it's a process. I don't think anybody can realistically expect great things in 1 year. So it's been a great start. Long may it continue.
Well, we are underway here in University Arena in Worcester, and it is the visitors who get the first offence of the game. Evans in the corner, working with Atkin. Evans fires up the long two, that's off the mark, and Bell will chase down the rebound. Pressure up court, that's a good space to stop there. It's great work defensively from Evans. She saw Fraser right on the halfway line and forced her into the backcourt violation.
Yeah, nice bit of defensive play there from Evans. She saw that they were a man down and took out the player at half court, forcing the error.
And here come the Archers looking for the first score. It's inside to Archer, back out to Evans. Evans, the hook pass, cross court, late in the shot clock. Atkin didn't quite get that away in time. It's a 24-second violation against Cardiff.
Yeah, nice defense there. Couple of passes there, a little bit too high.
A little easier over the halfway line this time for Worcester. Hope looking for options. Best option might be a shot for her. It doesn't go.
So that's going to be the key battle, isn't it? Down low, see if they can get Hope legitimate shots.
Here's Hill in the key. Players front and back. Atkin with the offensive rebound and getting second chance points. First basket on the board.
Well, that was fantastic work by Jade Atkin there. Something that Worcester can't afford is to give Atkin second chances.
Here's Hope now for the Wolves. Inside to English. And there's a foul there, I think, on Hill. Reaching in, it's on the floor, so it'll be an end-line ball. Jay Lachlan in bounds. Gets it back. Lachlan looking for options. Bell up top. Well, it's through the hands of Fraser and out of bounds for a Cardiff possession.
Yeah, just a little bit too high there. Pass from Caleb Bell. A much improved player the last few years. One of the hardest working athletes in this hemisphere, I'd say.
Evans. Nice pass. Atkin can't convert from close range, but it was a good offense there from the Archers.
Yeah, beautiful play from Evans. Through the defence, dished off to the free player.
Well, here's a chance. And a quick score. The referee's going to stop the game. Somebody down in the backcourt, but the first basket of the game for the Wolves.
There you go. Kayla Bell will hope that's a sign of things to come. Just illustrating what we were saying about her. Paralympian athlete. Showing some Paralympian quality.
Back underway. Evans crosses mid-court. Round the screen, cross court to Jade Atkin, off the mark. Hope with the rebound.
Jade Atkin on that occasion, well defended by Fraser. Just made her alter her shot.
Hope, top of the key, has room for the shot, off the back of the iron. And the rebound will drop down to Archer. Hill. Just a little behind Archer. She's able to pull it in though.
Second time Archer's had to pull in a tricky shot.
End of the shot clock doesn't go for Evans. Lachlan out in front. Cardiff recover. Fraser blocked from behind by Jade Atkin. Great play, and Adele Atkin with the rebound. Evans going quick down court. Hill with the offensive rebound and the stick back. And both of Archer's scores have come off offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's right. As we said, this is something that Worcester can't really afford, his second chances there. Nice transition though, it was.
Hope. Lachlan penetrates, kicks it back out. Hope with a huge size advantage over Archer, but can't make the shot.
So 3 attempts so far, and all of them have just been a little bit out of her range.
Evans, beautiful chair work to get to the rim.
There you go, trademark Leah Evans. She's probably the best ball carrier in this league between the two free throws lines. Puts the defense under pressure very early in the offense.
Well, defense a little late to pick up on Bell. That's good defense by Bell to prevent Evans from getting away on the fast break, but here is Hill. Doesn't go.
Didn't go, but a legit transition and a mismatch indeed, which is where you'd want Hill and Atkin taking their shots.
Hope. Cross court to Fraser. Did well to pull that one in. Hill with the rebound. Evans cutting to the basket and finishing off the glass.
Wow. Leah Evans really showing her quality here. Off the ball as well. She's so good in all aspects of the game, really. Nice little drive.
Jade Lachlan trying to get 2 points back as she drives in. Fraser with the offensive rebound, and she gets points on the board for the Wolves.
Yeah, nice work there by Fraser. Just cleaning up. Seems to be a game of offensive rebounds so far, doesn't it?
It certainly does. You feel like one of the teams, if they can reduce that, will have an opportunity to get away. Nice cut by Adele Atkin through the lane for 2.
Just beautiful pick and roll play there. Drew the defense. Adele Atkin held her position, timed her run perfectly.
Hope at the elbow, inside to Fraser. Atkin with the reach, and that will be a foul. And Fraser will go to the line for 2.
Their first proper penetration into the key there by Fraser.
Both teams rotating the lineup here with 3:40 to go in the opening quarter. Fraser off the mark on the first free throw. And the second one doesn't get a friendly bounce either. Antonazi, one of the substitutes into the game. Here's Jade Atkin trying to get round Brand. Drops it off to Adele Atkin. Shot is over the top of the ring.
Yeah, Adele probably didn't want that pass. She was in a difficult position going into traffic.
Fraser surveying her options. Has to recycle back out to Hope. Brand on the near side. Shot clock being counted down. Fraser has to get it away and knocks it down as the buzzer sounds.
Nice catch and shoot there by Fraser. Nice pass as well, good assist. Good patient offense. That's what they need.
Well, it cuts the deficit for the Wolves down to 4. Evans into Atkin. Brand with a hand in her face. Enough to put her off.
Again, they've got their defence organised against Atkin. Defending her with tall players.
Atkin gets a little poke loose of the ball away from Fraser. And here she is attacking round the screen from Adele Atkin. Katie Morrow at the top of the key. Evans into the key. It suddenly opened up for her. Shot is off the mark. Bell with the rebound. Here's Bell into Fraser. And that's going to be a foul on Atkin. That's going to be her second personal foul.
Again, nice penetration by Fraser. She's getting into the key a lot more, causing a few problems for the Archers.
Well, there's only been 3 fouls in the game, but 2 of them have been on Jade Atkin. And obviously she's a pivotal part of what they do, Cardiff, so they won't want any more here in the first quarter.
No, definitely not.
Oh, that pass just got over Atkin there. Offensive rebound from Hope, and we talked about it already. It's been a first quarter all about the offensive glass.
It certainly was. Beautiful finish there, one-handed from Sarah Hope.
Here's Morrow at the elbow. Back iron. Hope with the defensive rebound. Bell. Inside to Horan, who's slightly crowded out of it and ends up turning the ball over.
Yeah, facing the wrong way there. Had nowhere to go, really.
Evans' pass is stolen away. Brand trying to get the Wolves out into the open court. Stopped well at mid-court though. Horan's able to come up with the loose ball there. Trying to get it to Brand, and
well, got
foul
bailed
is called.
out there. It was a poor pass, wasn't it? But she got bailed out with the foul.
Yeah, it was late in the shot clock as well, so even if she had been able to pull that one in, wasn't much time to work with. They'll get a new 14 from the baseline. Horan left wide open. Well, the shot clock is on, but there's not much difference between it and the game clock here, as Atkin brings it forward. Adele Atkin. Now they've got to think about shooting. Evans gets it away. 3 seconds left. Can the Wolves get down to get a shot off? No is the answer to that. Hope thought about a heave, but there wasn't quite enough time. Well, a good recovery there from the Wolves. They got down a little early on with those offensive rebounds that Archers had come up with, but managed to get their offense going a little bit towards the end. It's a 2-point game, JJ.
Yeah, they pulled it back really to do with their defence. They've clearly sorted out their defence, particularly against Jade Atkin, where she's had a couple of points in there, but they've managed to get tall players defending her even when she gets into the key. They've made her shots really difficult. and that's the difference. They pulled it back because of good defence, which is fine. I mean, that's what wins games sometimes, good defence.
The other thing they've done is they've got her in a little bit of foul trouble. 2 fouls in the first quarter. It's something she's going to have to think about for the rest of this half at least.
Yeah, Horan's done a good job. Sorry, not Horan. Fraser's done a good job penetrating the key, which you'd normally expect someone like Sarah Hope to be doing, but it's a little bit different this time. She's got into the key. She's caused them problems.
Well, we talked at the beginning of the show about Worcester not quite being able to get the ball in the basket. Spoke to Coach Fisher before the game. He was saying they were getting good looks. They just weren't knocking them down. They need to be able to convert a few more shots. They're going to need more than 8 points a quarter if they're going to win this one, even though they're only down 2 now.
Yeah, that's quite right. This is not dissimilar to the last time these two teams were, where it was reasonably close for a while, but in the end, the all-round scoring ability that the Archers have pulled them away, albeit star performance by Evans and Atkin. But they need a bit more all-round scoring, do the Wolves, in order to remain competitive.
Well, ready to get things back underway here in Worcester. Warren inbounds and gets it right back. Here's Hope, fakes the pass, takes the shot.
Second guessed herself there. That shot was hers. She should have just committed to it, I think, Sarah Hope.
Evans, nice high pass over Hope to Atkin. Atkin trying to thread the needle but couldn't get that pass over Horan. Nice penetration round the screen and all the way to the basket for 2.
Fantastic play by Horan there. Nice little screen from Sarah Hope, but it was all about the drive to the basket there.
Evans trying to get 2 back quickly, but a travelling violation called against her. Too many pushes.
She does that every now and again.
Well, it's all right doing it every now and again. It's just making sure the ref doesn't see it.
Mr. Persglove misses very few things in my experience.
Warren gets to the mid post, cross court to Hope. Hope, nice pass inside to Bell. Tried to flip it in.
Yeah, a little bit of lack of commitment there, I think, from Sarah. That's definitely her shot. She's got a mismatch. She needs to take those shots.
Wolves with a quick turnover. Hope trying to get it to Bell, but Atkins able to get back and steal that. Here's Morrow. Guarded by Brand. Cross court it goes to Atkin. Her shot's off the iron.
Again, good defense, forcing a rush shot there from Atkin. Clearly a little bit flustered that time.
Well, Worcester looking for their first lead of the game here. It's a good shot for Hope and she knocks it down.
There you go, just what we were saying. Sarah Hope, if she's got a mismatch in the low post, she has to take that shot if they're going to stay in this game.
4 points for her so far. Atkin under pressure. This time she banks one in for 2.
Yeah, nice little dribble into the key there from Jade Atkin.
Hope again looking for a good shot. Has to come cross court to Brand. Late in the shot clock. Brand creates some room. Just slightly off balance there as that shot went up. That's good work from Bell to force Evans to the corner. And Jade Atkin knocks in another 2.
There you go. She's just so good under pressure as well. Easing her way into the game.
Cardiff back ahead by 2. Here's Hope on the low block. 2 Cardiff defenders doing their best to make it difficult.
Yeah, a bit unlucky that time, but the right shot to take.
Bell again harassing Evans. Tremendous defence. Needs a screen to shake her off. Foul on the floor there. That basket won't count.
Yeah, good pressure by Kayla Bell that time. Evans still managed to get the ball into the low post for a legit shot.
Well, Bell's going to get a well-earned breather. Kat Yearon checking in. Oh, unlucky there for Morrow. Curran getting into the key. Oh, they've had a few that on another day they'd get a friendly roll, but they've stolen it straight back here, the Wolves. And Hope can't convert. Another chance as Horan with the offensive rebound ties the game at 14.
Nice work again by Horan, just didn't give up on it.
Well, they've got down quick, and Katie Morrow usually knocks those ones down.
Yeah, she'd be disappointed with that.
A reaching foul called against Adele Atkin, who wasn't convinced, I think it's fair to say.
Well, players are never convinced.
Well, we've got to midway through the second quarter. First time out of the game for either team here. The coaches have obviously been happy enough with what they've seen to this point.
Yeah, but I think the Archers will want to talk it over, because clearly Wolves Cardiff will want to talk it over. They need to get their offense a bit more coordinated. But they've done a good job inside, haven't they? They've been getting some offensive rebounds. Horan's been really good in this quarter. She's got some offensive rebounds, nice drive to the basket. So they're doing well. Wolves, they clearly got to try a bit more to get Jade Atkin into her favourite position. She's had a few good shots, but they've been tough shots to make, whereas she's used to getting easier shots with easier mismatches.
Some of that has to go down to Worcester's defence as well, to take her out of her spots where she wants to get to. It's all well and good to say, oh, it's a difficult shot, but a lot of that is about defensive position. You want to get to the spot before the offensive player to just put them in a place where they're a little less comfortable.
Yeah, they've done a really good job on defence of Wolves. Clearly done their homework, clearly been working on various strategies.
And their offense has picked up as the game has gone on. It's still a relatively low scoring game. Tied at 14 midway through the second quarter, and Evans will watch that one go out of bounds for a Cardiff possession. Atkin. Again, just a little further out than she might like on that low block. Shot clock getting low. Atkin's going to have to heave one from the elbow. Not that far away, and Brand doing a good job to come up with the rebound.
Nice boards. Great defence again there, just as we were saying. Well illustrated.
I'm sure Simon Fisher will be delighted with the defence of his side. Maybe not so much with that turnover there, though.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. Shame, really. Sarah Hope was in a good position. She would have had a good mismatch down low, I think. 2 short players, but needed a good pass.
Again, you can see on the replay the difficulty of the shot late in the shot clock. And that's good work to force the ball out of Atkins' hands. Evans has some room, and that one bobbles its way in for 2.
Nice work by Leah Evans, just brushed the defender off, didn't go into traffic, just slowed down and took an easy shot.
2 on 2 here. Horan circles back out. Cross court to Hope. Horan inside. Ball bobbling about, and it's the Archers who come away with it. Francesca Antonio. Well, everybody went one way on the court, and the referee pointed the other way there.
Yeah, I think there was a little double tap there when she tapped it out of court.
Well, it's a timeout to Coach Fisher. He just wants clarification of the possession of the ball before he draws a play up for his team. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 2-point Cardiff lead. This first half has absolutely flown by, JJ.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's been exciting as well. It's not been drab stuff. It's really good to see that the Wolves have worked. They clearly worked very hard since the last game against Cardiff to really try and work hard on negating players, particularly Atkin. They've done a really good job on her, even though she's scored some points, but they've done a really good job. It's a question of whether they can keep it up for the whole 40 minutes.
Well, that is always the challenge when you've got somebody who is as capable a scorer as Jade Atkin is A, can you do it for 40 minutes, and B, does the effort taking away from her give other people easier opportunities? So far it hasn't. So far they've been able to rotate and make everything difficult for the Archers.
Yeah, they've really done a good job. Surprised not to see Sam Hill on court so far.
Sideline ball to the Wolves, trailing by a basket. Hope and Fraser working together, trying to free up some room, but Evans being a nuisance on defense. Hope's going to have to heave at the end of the shot clock. That is great one-on-one defense by Leah Evans there.
Yeah, a lot of dribbling there from Sarah Hope. They could have probably done with moving the ball, and then she can get into position off the ball, which is a lot easier skill to perform. But she's wasted a lot of seconds there just dribbling. You're not going to lose a defender like Leah Evans that easily. She's so good.
Well, shot clock violation was the call, which was sideline ball. Look at Evans weaving through the lane to the basket for 2.
And there you go, trademark Leah Evans. If you don't get your defense right early enough, she's going to kill you with that move.
Well, I think her eyes lit up at half court. She saw the gap.
That's why she's so good between the 2 free throw lines.
Brand cutting through the middle. Can they get the ball to her? Yes, they can. Right underneath, and she's not going to miss from there. Lana Brand in off the glass.
Nice man out play there. Kept her head. Didn't rush the cut, which is the main thing.
Oh, that's a tremendous pass from Evans. Oh, it didn't get the assist, though, as Atkins' shot rims out. There's going to be a foul. Will that count? Yes, it will. And 1 for Jade Atkin.
What a play by Leah Evans. A great, fantastic lead pass, but then an even better job by Adele Atkin, to get that rebound.
Well, it's a great pass. The first one doesn't go, and as you say, Adele Atkin surrounded by orange shirts, but able to secure the ball and get it back to Jade for 2 and 1.
Always annoying for coaches when short players get an offensive rebound. But by and large, given the choice, you'd rather have a short player get an offensive rebound, because by and large, they don't put it back up again. They'll put it out. You get time to set your defense up again.
Oh, great defense getting back there. Antoniazzi just getting back in time to steal that away.
Wow, she did a great job on that steal, but an even better job She knew she was falling out of her chair and got rid of the ball in time. Otherwise, it would have been a turnover had she kept hold of the ball, obviously.
Well, there's a turnover on the sideline instead. So Worcester get it back, trailing by 4 with a couple of minutes to go to half-time. Here's Jade Lachlan. Sees a little lane to the basket. Oh, I don't think Toes was expecting that pass, and it goes straight out of bounds.
No, questionable pass there from Laughlin. The intended receiver wasn't really looking for it.
Well, a little glance from the coach as if to say, Jade, shoot that one. You've done the hard work. Atkin trying to shake loose Fraser, but good defense. It's come back up to Evans with only 5 on the shot clock. She's going to fire up the 3. Brand with the defensive rebound.
Again, great defense there. Leah Evans a long way out. Doing a good job so far on defense.
Here's Lachlan. A lot of time to line that shot up. It's a good shot, that just didn't go in. Here's Evans. There's some mad running repairs to Sarah Hope's chair on the sidelines as they're trying to get her back into the game. It might be the second half now. That's a nice shot from about 14, 15 feet.
Yeah. Once Jade Atkin gets down there and she's reasonably uncontested, it's usually 2 points all the way.
Horan's pass is a little bit too high there and out of bounds. Referees are just going to have a conversation here.
So again,
I think it was Phillips.
Turnovers
are
beginning to sort of be a factor.
I think there was a little warning there as Phillips about going out of the court area. Evans over to Jade Atkin. That one's too long. Brand, can she reach it? Yes, she can, only just. Had to use all of the length of her arms there to pull in that rebound. Last few seconds here of the first half. Jade Lachlan with the ball. Horan at the top of the key. They're counting it down. She's through the lane and one. Beautiful finish with 1.9 seconds left in the first half.
Fantastic there. Kept her head. Nice little drive into the key. Great finish. Really good composure.
Oh, even Adele Atkin was impressed with that. Here's a chance to cut it to 3 points just before half time. Doesn't quite go, and that'll do it for a very tight first half here at University Arena at the University of Worcester. The Archers lead, but only by 4. There's been a couple of occasions where you thought, well, maybe they're getting on top, but credit to Worcester, when they needed a bucket, they've been able to find one and just keep themselves in touching distance.
Yeah, I think Horan, for me, has done a great job in this half. She's taken up the slack in offense, and she's really just taken the game to them. Also, Fraser, at the start of the first quarter, was penetrating, causing problems, drawing fouls. And their defense has kept them in this game. If they could just cut down the turnovers, the little bit of inexperience they've shown, some of the passes they've made. And I think in the second half, Sarah Hope has to take responsibility. She has to say, you know, if this is my shot, if I've got a mismatch, I'm taking the shot and commit to it. I think that's the only thing missing from her game, as far as I can see in this first half.
Well, it's interesting. You talked about the turnovers that we've seen in the first half from Worcester. One of the things about those turnovers is they've been unforced turnovers, where it's just been a pass that's been a little bit too high or overly ambitious. And you can take that. Coaches don't like a turnover, whether it's a good one or a bad one, you know what I mean? But you can take those away, and if they do that in the second half, make better passes, they might find some easier shots.
Yeah, because, I mean, let's not forget, every time you turn the ball over, effectively you're giving away 2 points. It's effectively 2 points gone, or the opportunity to score 2, maybe even 3 if you count the fouls. So turnovers are crucial.
Well, they had 9 of them in the first half, Worcester. I'm sure Coach Fisher will be talking about that at halftime. At the other end of the floor, what do you think Tom Gundrip and Caroline Matthews will be talking about to their squad at halftime?
Well, it may be that they had to find other ways of getting Jade Atkin better shots, perhaps. And also, I don't know if Sam Hill, she hasn't played any part in the game so far.
She started the game, but not come back in after that first substitution.
I mean, if you watch the last game between these two teams, I mean, Atkin and Evans always catch the eye for obvious reasons. But I was really impressed with Sam Hill in the last game. She got 17 points, but she's one of these quiet players. You know, before you know it, she's on the board, you know, with 17, 18 points, while everybody else is watching Evans and Atkin. So I'm surprised she hasn't. I don't know if she's injured or it's just a lineup issue.
Well, we will see in the second half whether she does take part in it or not. But we're just going to pause for a moment. Earlier today, I caught up with Sarah Hope, the captain of the Worcester Wolves, to see how things are going for her this season. Well, Sarah, another season in Worcester. How's it been going so far?
Possibly not the results that we've been hoping for so far this season. I think we finished last season with a couple of wins. Things were looking really positive for us. And we have taken a little while to carry on that momentum, to be honest with you.
Is there anything you can put your finger on as to why?
We pride ourselves as a club of developing talent. We've brought in a couple of new younger players. So at the moment we're very much concentrating on developing people as players as opposed to just looking straight for the wins. And
how do you go about that? What is the sort of tactic of embedding new young players into the squad?
The indoctrination. It's just the case that, you know, we've got a process here through Women's Participation League and then into training once a week with the team here just to get a flavour of what it's like, and then being invited to actually join the roster and sit on the bench and then hopefully get some minutes. So the idea is that it's that sort of gradual inclusion, and then it gets people ready for whatever they may want to go on to do next.
And obviously people see you out on court scoring a lot of points and that, but talk to us a little bit about the leadership role that you play within the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been, well, last season it was a new one for me, having not been a captain of a basketball team before, so it has taken a little while to get used to, but you know, I think I'm looking after the team's best interests, and I think sometimes I can be a little bit hard on some people when I know they've got the potential to do more. And sometimes I'm just that conduit between the team and the coach, sort of giving Fish back the thoughts of the team and how we can improve and get better. So hopefully I've struck a balance.
And obviously you're still looking for your first win of the season. What do you think you need to do in order to get that win on the board?
I think last time we played against Cardiff, we lost. We handed them the win. So I think today, if we can be organised, I think if we can be focused and dynamic, I'm hoping for a much closer result, if not our first win. And I think it just comes down to trusting each other, trusting our own talents and skills, because I know that they're there. Just knowing that we can win, I think, and we'll be able to.
Good luck in the game.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. So, a new season of the WPL. How have you found it so far?
It's been really exciting. I think there was a lot of expectations that we were kind of like the underdogs and at the start, and I think we've proved that maybe that might not be true. And I think every game we're playing like better and better as a team. Like, we're clicking with each other more, and learning how each other plays. You know, we're all really young, and I think like we're all still learning a lot about the game. And I think every game we are improving, so you know, it might not be like that all season.
So, I mean, you talked about the team. Obviously, some new players, some returning players. How have you gelled together as a unit?
I think we've been training a lot more together this season, and I think we're all closer as people. There's a lot of people returned from last year, and I think being friends off the court has helped us a lot, with creating those open and honest conversations about hey, what do you want from me on the court? What's going to help you to play better? So I think learning how each other works has been a massive thing, and just been getting used to playing with each other, really.
And you talked about maybe being the underdogs over the course of the season, but it sounds like you've embraced that tag and want to prove people wrong.
Yeah, we do. I think there's a lot of team spirit and a lot of fight in us. We always come out excited. We're all young. We're all we're ready to play. And honestly, I think a lot of us just play because we love the game. And I think that it creates a good atmosphere and good energy. And whatever happens on the court, we're all going to be happy with the fact that we've played, we've done our best. As long as we know we've come out and we've done everything we could, then that's all we ask from each other, really.
And do you have goals for the season that you've set yourself either individually or as a team, or just take it as it comes?
Yeah, I think we're just taking it as it comes, really. As long as I think a lot of it is about effort, and as long as everyone is giving absolutely everything, I think that's the goal, really. Just do as best as we possibly can.
And looking today at the other end of the floor, Worcester, what have you made of them this season?
I think they're doing quite well. I think we match up to them quite well, and I always really enjoy the Worcester games because I think they've got quite a lot of younger players and experience-wise, I think we match up quite well. So it's more enjoyable than playing against Loughborough, who I think it's quite daunting, really, playing against the sort of they've got Bo Kramer, but I think yeah.
And in order to win the game, what do you guys have to do well today?
Just work together, really. I think keep the energy up, play our game. That's our coach says that a lot. Play your game. Stop stop playing theirs and reacting to what they're doing. We need to create the standard. Yeah, I think.
Excellent. Good luck in the game today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Into the team and they're natural leaders in that way. And then there are other types of leaders who are off-court leaders. They may not star on court with lots of points and etc., but they understand the game. They're able to communicate, and they have man management skills, for want of a better phrase, which makes them good leaders. So there are two types of leaders.
And just looking at the WPL as a whole, it's obviously now in its second year, and it's really given us the opportunity to see some of the elite level GB players playing week in, week out alongside some of the young and up and coming players. It's a really great opportunity to develop skills across the levels in British wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's great for the less experienced players to train and play alongside experienced players, international players, Paralympians, and the knowledge that they'll gain will be fantastic. Also, I think it's a great opportunity for some coaches who maybe don't have experience in wheelchair basketball at this level to work with the likes of your Atkins and in other teams, your Conroys, your Robin Loves. So it's a fantastic opportunity for coaches to learn as well and develop coaches as well, which is a badly needed resource in wheelchair basketball. It's homegrown coaching.
Of course, we talk about GB internationals. Bo Kramer coming over this year, one of the great players in the world, the Dutch international. Again, it's another sign of the growth of this league that we can attract in a player of that calibre.
absolutely. I mean, this was the idea of this project, really was, and let's not forget, it's only the second year, so there's time to come yet, and hopefully it will grow. But yeah, the recruitment of Bo Kramer, a real coup for Loughborough. And she's made a huge difference. I mean, she's only played a couple of games, but she already leads quite a few of the stats.
Yeah.
If you look at
she's all over the stats. It's unsurprising,
she's
really.
Served Robin Love. Robin Love usually wins the board when it comes to stats.
But it also allows we can literally see some of the best players in the world up close and personal every week. But one of the keys to the development of any sport, to be honest with you, is how you grow the base. It's all right to get to the elite level, but you need a larger base of more people playing, and this is an opportunity to sell the game to young kids who might want to take up wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can't emphasise the importance of not being top heavy when it comes to development. You have to develop from the bottom up, because as you say, if you don't have a strong base, then things can crumble very easily. So yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity.
And we've seen across the 2 years that it's been running, year and a half or so, some bright young talents getting an opportunity, playing some minutes, feeling what it's like to go against, as you say, the Paralympians who are in this league, the top level wheelchair basketball players who are not Paralympians but are high level, and it's a real great way for those young players to see what it takes to feel what it's like to get to that level.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you have any ambitions in the game, you want to play with but also against the very best players. There's nothing better as a developing player if you can make a monkey out of a really experienced player. There's no better feeling. You can go and do a number on them.
Well, the two teams heading back to the sidelines for their final instructions from the coaches ahead of the second half here in Worcester. And you were poring over the stats at half-time, JJ. Was there anything that leapt off the page for you? Anything you thought, well, if we can just tweak that from one side or the other?
Well, I don't want to keep banging on about Sarah Hope, and it's going to sound like I'm being overly critical of her, which I'm not. But again, I just feel that she's got 4 points on the board. I just feel a player of her calibre should have more points on the board by now. But great, they've done a really good job defensively. It's a question of if they can cut out the turnovers and sort out their offense. They should be in this game. For the Archers, again, Atkins and Evans, despite the good defence from Worcester, have got, I think, 18 points between them, 18 of the 22. So I think that constitutes a decent job.
Well, you talked about Hope. Hope's averaging 14 points a game so far this season, so not quite on pace for that. She'll be hoping for a big second half, and I feel Evans really in that first half really was at the centre of everything good that Cardiff did, as she so often is.
Yeah, I mean, she's very much the midfield general for that team. Everything that happens goes through her. She leads the team in assists, so you'd expect it all to go through her. She's one of the premier ball carriers in this league, and we've seen why.
Well, close to 8 assists a game this season for Leah Evans. And she is right in front of us now, ready to inbound the ball to get us underway in the third quarter. Archers with the first possession and with a 4-point lead. Atkins' shot is off the mark.
Again, nice defence there, kept her chair facing away from the basket, made her shoot across the body.
Lachlan all the way across to Hope. Hope looking for room along the baseline. Toes at the top of the key, back iron. Might come all the way out to Hope, it does. Lachlan didn't have enough on that pass to get it over hill.
Again, another missed opportunity there through a poor pass.
Well, Hill is back out on court, although her shoulder has been heavily strapped, so maybe that just limiting her output today. Good hands there from Horan to steal that away. Ooh, just a little bit ahead of Jade Loughlin.
Yeah, shame really. Beautiful cross-court pick there from Loughlin. Cut to the basket, but again, the pass was poor. That's 2 in a row.
Hill underneath. Well, that's a good position for her. She will expect to knock that down.
Yep, Sam Hill normally knocks those ones down.
Evans denying the shot there. Loughlin inside to Horan late in the shot clock, able to score from close range.
Yeah, poor bit of defence there, but Horan taking advantage of Ella Archer. Lower classification player, 2 points difference.
Well, Archer had to chase hard there. Evans is inbound. Is a little bit out in front, but she was able to catch it up, Ella Archer. Atkin back to Evans. He'd only just got there. 5 on the shot clock. Good rebound from Horan.
Another great job on defense there. Good cover that time, denying Evans the shot from the middle. An easy shot at least.
Hope cutting to the basket. And again, the passing hasn't quite been as crisp as it needs to be today.
Yeah, that's 6 points they've left on the floor in this quarter alone. Great opportunity there for Sarah Hope, just for an easy layup, but again, the passing goes awry.
Well, that one was a good pass for 2 there on the replay. Inside to Hill, batted away by Horan. Loughlin has it. Can she get out in front? Evans is chasing back. It's a good screen and a finish.
Fantastic screen and a fantastic finish. What a basket.
Well, Toes doesn't get on the score on the stat sheet for that, but without her input, they probably wouldn't have got on the scoreboard. We're level at 22. Hill under pressure. Again, they're getting late in the shot clock. Evans, wow, that's a great shot with Horan diving out at her.
Yeah, classy shot there from Evans, top of the key. Defenders rushing at her.
She's into double figures now with 10. Fraser has room here. Not quite enough on that shot. Loughlin with the aggressive defense to keep Hill in the backcourt. Atkin rims out.
You've seen an out there from Jade Atkin. Got to a good space, but not this time.
9th rebound of the game for Hope. Horan strings it and we're level at 24.
What a game Horan's having. Beautiful adjustment there with her left hand to buy her space for that shot. Great work.
10 points for her, 5 rebounds and 4 steals as well, really filling up the stat sheet. Archer back to Evans, and again they're low numbers on the shot clock. Horan again pulling in the defensive board. Working her way down court. They finally get her to stop. That's a good catch from Fraser, but Hill tries to rip it away. 3-second violation called against Fraser, who never quite got out of the key.
No, she got herself into all sorts of trouble there in the low post. Wasn't able to get the shot away before Hill swamped her.
Fraser, as she was coming back down court, was just grabbing the back there. I don't know whether the stretch for the pass might have just strained something. Here's Morrow off the iron and out of bounds. And
poor communication that time. Somebody should have been shouting shot so that the rebound could have been grabbed before it hit somebody's chair.
Well, Katie Morrow's been excellent in the last couple of games. A little quieter today. Good hands from Lachlan to back that into the backcourt. Evans will wait for it to roll out of court. They have a long way to go with only 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Quite rightly, pressure being applied.
Well, that's an awkward spot to catch it. Atkin right by the halfway line. Evans is going to have to heave up the three. Hits the iron, so we play. Horan with the rebound again. Nice outlet as well to Lachlan.
Great outlet.
Hope with the offensive rebound. And despite the presence of 4 white shirts around her, she's able to score.
Great work by Sarah Hope, just following up there. But what a great job by Horan there to get that rebound and outlet to create that opportunity.
Evans trying to thread the needle on the pass, and it's out of bounds by off Morrow last. Adele Atkin waiting for some help to get back on her wheels. Well, Worcester only led for 16 seconds in the first half, but they lead here in the third quarter, 26 points to 24. Adele Atkin with the rebound. Double teamed. It's almost thrown away. They just managed to get it there. Morrow. Now they have numbers here, Cardiff. It's good defense from Horan to force Morrow out wide. Although she commits the foul on the shot, so Katie Morrow will have a chance to get her first points of the game from the free throw line.
Yeah, nice work there defensively. Gave away the foul, but made sure that she didn't get a run to the basket easily there. So a really good game. Horan at both ends of the court. She's doing such a great job, isn't she? She's really forced this team into the lead.
Morrow on the score sheet for the first time. Two from the free throw line. She had 16 points last week, 11 the week before. First 2 of this game. Hope trying to find Fraser, but it wasn't an easy one to pull in.
No, those are tough passes, skip passes from low post to low post with being defended. You're better off maybe going through the middle. Higher percentage passes.
Well, that came off Evans's chair, and the Wolves are able to snaffle the loose ball.
Scrappy period of play, both teams here.
Fraser in the corner, all the way across to Lachlan. Lines one up. Oh, just rims out. Evans over to Morrow. Doesn't get the friendly bounce.
Yeah, nice work by Leah Evans there. Morrow just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, it's a little high, and Lachlan couldn't quite reach it.
So again, that pass from Hope to Fraser, I think it was, came with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Again, perhaps she wasted a bit too much time dribbling the ball. If it's not obvious and she can't beat the play with the ball, then I think move the ball, and she might be able to get a better position off the ball.
No, Atkins got good position here. Well, Worcester probably dodged a bullet there. That will go out of bounds for a Wolves ball, but if you give Jade Atkin that sort of positioning, it's usually 2 points.
Usually is. Not this time.
Hope spinning baseline, lovely off the glass.
Fantastic screen there again. And this time Sarah Hope commits to the shot, commits to the move, 2 points.
Yeah, again, good work. That doesn't show up on the stat sheets from Yearen, but your coach certainly notices it as Atkin gets those 2 points back.
Got to get your transition defence sorted out against Jade Atkin. Well, that's going to happen.
Well, 2 minutes to go in the third. We're tied yet again. This game feels like it will come down to who makes the last shot, but again, another one of those difficult passes cross court.
Yeah, those are tough passes to make. Because the ball's in the air for relatively longer time, it's easier for the defence to get into good positions and pressurise it. But it's a tough pass anyway.
Well, Simon Fisher with the timeout here. Scores are tied at 28 points apiece. And, well, I was just saying, it feels this game like who scores last wins, doesn't it? It's so tight.
A little bit who scores last and who makes fewer turnovers. I really think Wolves, all in all, are doing a good job, but they're just denying themselves so many scoring opportunities with the bad passes they made in this quarter alone. Never mind the rest of the game.
Well, the turnovers haven't hurt them in terms of points off turnover. Cardiff haven't punished them, but what it's done, as you say, is taken away the amount of shots that they could have had. They've had only three fewer shots than Cardiff, but with 16 turnovers, they could have had 10 or so more shots than Cardiff.
Yeah, I mean, even shooting at a low percentage, they should be, I would have thought, 6 to 8 points ahead by now.
Well, they are shooting better, 36% against 31%. But another 10 shots is another 6 points at 36%, isn't it? And they could have a 34-28 lead, which in a low-scoring game, 6 points is a lot.
Well, Wolves have averaged around 35 points this season, which isn't really enough.
I make it exactly 35 points. But you're right, 35 points is ordinarily not enough, although they look on pace to get more than that today. And this is the sort of game where, low 40s might be enough to win.
Quite right.
Hope, that's a good pass. And Brand is able to get it over the rim and tie the scores at 30.
So those are the passes that you should be making. Taller player in the key, under the basket for easy points.
Well, Yearen didn't really see it, but she had her hand up knowing that the pass might come that way. Evans looks at the referee to see whose ball it's going to be. And she's happy to see pointing her way. Well, Fraser and Yearen head to the sidelines as they're replaced by Bell and Horan. 4 on the shot clock. Mora has to get it away. Atkin trying to get the offensive rebound. She's sort of stuck underneath, but is fouled, so it'll be 2 free throws.
Yeah, that time Hope and Toes didn't block Atkin out. She got in There were two of them. They should have blocked her out. Managed to get another offensive rebound.
Well, scores are tied at 30 here with 54.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Atkin with the drummer doing their best to put her off. Misses the first. A quick one she heaves up. And neither of them go, and that is another rebound for Sarah Hope, her 12th of the game. Ooh, Bell just got that over halfway in time. Bell under pressure, manages to scramble away. Here's Brand on the low block. Well, they've had a few rattle out like that. That's going to be a foul on Hope. Well, foul's not really been an issue in this game. There have not been many of them.
No, it's not been one of those rough and tough games, people karate chopping each other.
Speaking from experience there, are you, JJ?
I'll reserve comment there.
Well, there's only been 6 fouls each in the whole game. Cardiff trying to break the tie as the fourth quarter looms. Evans at the foul line. Off the mark. Hope with the rebound. 10 seconds to get down court. Hope going quick. Can she get to the three-point line? She's going to have to heave the three on the buzzer, and that will do it. In a game that has been virtually basket for basket in the second half, is level at 30. 10 minutes to play, and we are where we were at the start. The two teams tied up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, nothing to separate those two. I don't think there's been more than a 6-point lead in the whole game, if I remember correctly. A lot of credit to Worcester for their defence. Regardless of some of the mistakes they made at the offensive end, you have to give them a lot of credit for the defence that they've played. They've done such a good job. They clearly came out with a plan and they're implementing it. So, you know, fantastic work by them. Great job by Horan. I've been really impressed with her for 3 quarters now. She's done a good job picking up the slack in scoring as well as at the other end.
10.7 rebounds and 4 steals for her. A real all-round contribution.
Great numbers. Fantastic.
Well, I suppose the thing now for Coach Fisher is he's got the performance he's wanted for 3 quarters here. They're right in the game with 10 minutes to play. This is their opportunity to get that first win of the season at home. Level game. They just need to win the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far. Long way to go still. 10 minutes this final quarter. It comes down to the last 2-3 minutes. It's going to come down to game management. Who keeps their head best? Who makes the fewer mistakes?
Well, 5 lead changes. They've been tied 9 times. Worcester have only led for 1 minute and 28 seconds in the whole game, but none of that matters. It's about who leads when the buzzer sounds, and
that's right.
They are certainly in a position to be doing that with 10 minutes to go. 2 teams making their way back out onto court. Big 10 minutes here. Worcester looking for their first win of the season. Cardiff trying to get their second.
Just looking at Simon Fisher on the sideline. He looks like he could do with a good night's sleep.
Well, he'll have one if his team can see it home here. Plenty of space for Horan, and she hits the bottom of the net. 12 points for her. She leads her team.
She does that. They inverted the offense that time with Sarah Hope setting the block and Horan behind it. She's so good. She never goes any further than she needs to take that shot, this Horan.
Jade Atkin into the lane. Hope trying to put her off the shot. Second attempt, it's away, and what a shot it is for Jade Atkin.
Well, what more could Sarah Hope do there? other than tickle her in the nose. Fantastic from Jade Atkin.
Up to 16. Here's Hope trying to return the compliment at the other end. Toes did well to come down with that. Hope to Bell. Nice little cut to the basket. She's just got a little underneath the rim there. Quick outlet. Evans is fast down court. Good work again from Horan. That would have been an easy 2 points for Evans, but Horan interjected to knock it out of bounds.
Okay, so look out in this quarter now. In a close game, this is what Leah Evans does. She'll force the defense, she'll force the offense to go low, and then she'll cheat on defense. She'll get it in front of the last defender, looking for easy points, as Atkin gets fouled again.
Well, we saw it last week in their home game against the Phoenix. Evans in the open court, getting cheap points, keeping the scoreboard ticking. We haven't really seen it today. They've done a good job, Worcester, in terms of limiting the transition. A lot of it's been in the half court as a result. Here's Evans. Shot is short. Oh, a little ricochet there between Horan and Brandon. It's come back to Cardiff. Shot clock is getting low. Morris going to have to hook it. It almost went in.
Good defense again there. Good cover by Toes. Made sure that Morrow couldn't turn and face the basket.
His Toes in the key, off the glass. Oh, how many have they had like that? It's Horan again trying to force another Cardiff turnover. Evans, little shovel pass to Adele Atkin, who draws the foul and will go to the free throw line.
Nice work by Adele Atkin, as always. Bought herself that foul, really.
Well, I said fouls haven't been much of an issue, but they have for Jenny Toes, because that is her 4th personal foul, and to put that in context, the rest of her team only have 4 combined. Second one is good. Archers back ahead by 1. Bell lines up the shot, knocks it down. Kayla Bell.
Kayla Bell, what a fantastic athlete. She's improved immeasurably in the last 5 years. Fantastic work by her.
It's a great pass, that is. Morrow rims out, but it falls straight to Atkin, who puts it back in.
Well, you say falls straight to Atkin, but have to ask what she was doing in there.
Brand just gets away. Well, they've somehow managed to keep hold of the ball here, Wolves. Well, they've still got it somehow. And that was a turnover waiting to happen.
Yeah, that was really volleyball, wasn't it? Really basketball.
Atkins just going to stop at the free throw line. There's a whistle. Offensive foul is the call. Well, I think it was Antoniazzi who got called for it. A second. Must confess, I was watching Atkins, so I didn't really see what she did in there. Referee signalled a hold.
Same here. I was watching Atkin because the defense had collapsed. But Mr. Persclub does love an offensive foul. I'm sure he rehearses that in front of a mirror.
Here's Hope with the mid-range, and the Wolves are back in front.
There you go. That's Sarah Hope. That's her job right there. She should be looking for that mismatch every single time without the ball.
A double-double now for her, 10 points and 14 rebounds. Atkin guarded by Hope. Over to Morrow, has the size advantage here down in the low block. But Bell did enough just to force her back a foot or two. Warren again going the direct route. Cross to Hope, but there was a foul on the pass. I think it was Adele Atkin.
Give her the benefit in saying it was a smart foul because Sarah Hope was almost certain 2 points there from that assist.
Well, I think Coach Fisher just said, is that 2 shots, ref? As if to hope that the referee might have thought that pass was an errant shot instead, but referee on the spot there to say, no, it'll be a sideline ball. It's going to be a timeout to the Wolves with 5:39 to go in this ball game, and they lead by 1. And this one, as it has been all the way throughout, very much in the balance. But Worcester,
I feel the Wolves really have come into the game, haven't they? They've started to dominate a little bit, starting to play a lot better in offense. But you have to say that again, the little errors in passing have really let them down. And if they end up losing this game, you'd have to point to that as a key factor at the end of the game.
well, again, I go back to 18 turnovers. It's a lot, but it's now about the last 5 minutes and 39 seconds. From their point of view, they've just got to match what Cardiff do. They're up 1 here. They can go score for score. It'll be a tense finish if we go like that, but I'm sure they'd rather score the next 8 to 10 points and get a double-figure lead. But
which we'll see.
Well, what are they doing here?
Interested to see, Dan.
Nobody's playing defence.
Oh, good lord.
Well, they were lined up. Oh, how have Worcester not taken about Lachlan did? They were lined up as if it was a Cardiff ball. I don't know where Cardiff were going.
Yeah, everybody fell asleep there, including me, to be honest.
Oh, tilted the chair there on Evans as English was in the right place.
Nice play by English there, just got great position on Evans.
English gets it to Hope. Morrow just backed away a little bit. Hope can't knock it down though.
Just out of her range, couldn't get rotation on the ball and height.
Nice pass from Evans once again, and Morrow's able to drop it in.
Once again, the Atkins sisters really teaming up there.
Stolen away by Morrow. Evans is out in front. Evans is speedy. You won't catch her. Oh, but she misses the layup. She's normally so adept at spinning it in off the glass. Lachlan. Time running out on the offense. Hope doesn't have much to work with here. Gets it away. But off the mark.
Everything right there, didn't they? Got it to the right person at the right time. Just couldn't get the shot to go this time.
Maybe Hope might have wanted an extra second there just to set herself. But the shot clock didn't permit that. Can that get over? Oh, just got over Jade Lachlan. Morrow has it. Squares up to the rim. Off the mark. Well, we're inside the final 4 minutes here in Worcester. The Wolves leading by 1. Thrilling finish in store for us. Hope. Bell at the foul line. What a block. No, it's a foul. Morrow came and shut the door, and she cannot believe that was called a foul against her.
Golly, that looked like all ball, didn't it? Far be it from me. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Interesting to see if he called a chair foul there, because it didn't look like it was a foul on the arm, did it?
It didn't, no. It looked like a lot of ball there from Katie Morrow, but it's in the book as a foul. That's all that matters. So it'll be 2 free throws here for the Wolves. 3:29 to go. A chance to make it a 3-point game. And, you know, 3 points feels like a massive lead. It would feel like a massive lead if they could make both of these. It would equal Wolves' biggest advantage of the game.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job, all in all, discounting the errors. What I'm interested to see here from either team is in a close game, you're getting down to the last 2 or 3 minutes. What I haven't seen in this league, is the use of fouls to get people on the free throw when it comes down to the crucial parts in the game, when you can win the game by fouling and getting possessions. I haven't seen a lot of that in this league, and nor have I seen a lot of full court presses in this league. So it'd be interesting to see. Those are 2 things that you can do to change the game.
Well, Wolves still have 2 fouls to give, and the Archers have 1, so they would have to commit those before we get into a free throw shooting situation.
But I haven't seen coaches in any of the teams using that as a legit tactic.
Well, let's see if they will here today. Bell at the free throw line. 2 shots for her. She makes the second, doubles the lead.
Good work by Kayla Bell. Just quickly, I remember working with Kayla Bell about 5-6 years ago, and she couldn't reach the basket from there. She couldn't hit the ring from there, but look at her now. What a fantastic transformation.
That could be an important point as well with 3:23 to go. And there's a chair down in the key. It's Morrow.
Kayla Bell making it happen at both ends of the court there. She covered the cut. Katie Morrow got past Hope. Kayla Bell dumps her to the floor effectively.
English replaced by Kat Yaron. Evans gets the ball in play. Evans down to Atkin. Can't quite get square onto the basket. Now she can. But it's off the front of the ring. Can Morrow get the rebound? Yes, she can. Morrow under pressure. Little fade away is short. Ooh, Horan did well there not to commit the backcourt violation. She was right on the halfway line. Can't score though. Tony RT with the rebound and the great outlet to Evans. Evans racing down court, Hope chasing her. Evans spins it in off the glass, and we are tied at 39.
What a tremendous outlet pass that was, and there we highlighted earlier on. This is what Leah Evans does at this stage in a game.
Well, overtime. Is that a backcourt? It is. Well, she must have just got her wheels over the line and then rocked back.
Yeah, good call by the ref that time, I think.
2:21 to go in regulation. Evans at the elbow. Lachlan secures the ball for the Wolves. Well, who can execute the best in the last 2 minutes here? We said it might be who scores last. Here's Hope. Rims out. What a rebound from Lachlan. Came from the top of the key to secure the ball for her team. Oh, just couldn't quite get it back in though.
Nice work by Lachlan there. Just a bit unlucky on the shot.
Evans. Offensive foul is the call. Off the ball, is it Morrow? She ended up on the floor. It is the number 11 that's shown to the table. Well, that is the 4th team foul, so any defensive foul will be free throws. 96 seconds to go in a tied ball game.
Here's the pressure.
Horan. Needs some help here. Morrow deflects it away. Morris going to get there first. Oh, Horan's knocked it right back and it's deflected off Evans and out of bounds. And what could have been a breakaway. Hey?
Bit of indecision there from Horan whether to pass it or whom to pass it to.
Well, it's in the front court, so it's only 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hope. Cross court. Lachlan lines one up. Oh, off the front rim. Morrow with the rebound. Oh, Atkins away if they can find her. The pass is there, but Bell getting back. No, Atkin does have it. Atkin now trying to find a way around Yerin, who's done great. Evans. Oh, it's off the mark. And Hope's long arms able to pull that one in. 45 seconds to play. It's still tied. Lachlan trying to get some room. Immense pressure on the ball. It's down to Hope. Hope fading away. Strings it. What a shot from Sarah Hope with just under 30 seconds to go. The Wolves have a 2-point lead.
Tremendous pass and a tremendous shot there from Sarah Hope. Whatever's said and done, she really took it on that time. Showed her class. Fantastic.
Well, that was not an easy finish at all. As you say, the pass was a difficult one. Let's have another look. Lachlan under all sorts of pressure from Adele Atkin, and she's fading backwards, but kept her eyes on the prize. And look at that, all string, Sarah Hope. And the Wolves will be saying here, one defensive stop here, one stop, we can win this game.
Yeah, well, they deserve to win it, quite honestly. They've done such a good job. Particularly, as I keep saying, in defense, but in this quarter they've got their offense together as well. Right there, Sarah Hope, big player, big play.
Well, we said that she averages about 14 points a game. She's up to 12 with that score, 15 rebounds as well. 29.7 seconds to go. And Cardiff have opted to advance the ball into the front court. So that means they only get 14 seconds on the shot clock. They must score here to level the game.
It's probably the right call, I think, to advance the ball.
I agree. Here's Evans up top. Evans looking for options. 5 on the shot clock. Atkin with it. Atkin got to shoot. Doesn't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. About half a second too late there. And that will be a Wolves ball. And Coach Fisher is going to call a timeout. 13.4 seconds to go for him. So he can advance the ball into the front court. It won't make a difference. And I assume he's going to want to do that, because the one thing you don't want to do is if you turn the ball over in the backcourt, they don't have very far to go to score.
Quite right too. He'll be working out who should be inbounding, who should be receiving. Right now, 13 seconds to go, you're 2 points up. He'll need to know that his best free throw shooters really are the ones that handle the ball.
That's the thing. Number one, you have to get the ball in within 5 seconds. Number two, you have to get it to an orange shirt. And number three, you want whoever catches the ball to be the best foul shooter on the team, because a foul is coming quickly here.
Yeah. If I were him, I'd be having somebody inbound it, but but for the 13 seconds it should be Horan and Hope who should be handling the ball, I would have thought.
Well, it's Lachlan who's going to inbound it. Horan is over in the far side of the court, Hope in the near side. Morrow just being reminded she can't go over the line. It's into Hope. Hope trying to get away from any contact. Evans needs to foul here or they're going to dribble out the clock. They haven't stopped the clock. Bell's gone in. Bell scored and the Wolves are going to win. Well, they didn't stop the clock there and they lost Kayla Bell, who scores the game-winning shot.
Well, there you go. Just what we were talking about a little while ago about fouling in this league. The obvious thing there, I mean, there was 13 seconds left. We're down to 4. The foul needed to come early and obviously.
Well, yeah, 9 seconds they lost, but now they're in a situation where it's a 4-point game. Only doing something stupid by Worcester can lose them the game here, because by the time you inbound the ball and get a 3-point shot up, virtually all of this time is going to have gone.
Yeah, I think they just have to keep their heads, Wolves. Make sure the main thing is obviously not to give away
no fouls. No fouls. Yeah, exactly.
Anything daft like that, I think, definitely pressure. It's theirs to lose, as you say.
You can't lose if you don't foul. .4. It's into Evans. And Evans is going to heave the 3 on the buzzer. It almost goes, but it's a victory for the Worcester Wolves, their first win of the season. What a game that was. And when it came down to it, we said it might be who scores last. The last 2 scores were for the Wolves. Sarah Hope with the little fadeaway, and then Bell finding room in the lane, cutting to the basket to secure the victory.
Yes, you're quite the soothsayer, Dan. You said whoever scores last could win this game, and you were quite right. Low-scoring game, as we said, but what a fantastic finish by the Wolves offensively. We talked about how strong they've been defensively for the whole game. However, at the end, at the death, it was the 2 baskets they scored at the very end. Difficult baskets as well. Sarah Hope and Kayla Bell. That wasn't an easy shot that she made there, Kayla Bell.
Well, a look back at some of the action from this game, and you talked about the offense from the Wolves getting better as the game went on. 8 points in the first, 10 points in the second, 12 points in the third, 13 points in the fourth. Conversely, for Cardiff, 12 in the second, 8 in the third, and 9 in the second. They went down, and some of that is about how well Worcester played defensively, by the way.
Yeah, really, they clearly had a plan, but it's all very well having a plan, but it's execution of the plan that's important. And those players who went on there, you could see everybody knew exactly what they had to do, and they executed the plan perfectly defensively. And
if we look at some of the performances, obviously we talked a lot about Hope and a big double-double. Horan was sensational from start to finish in that game.
Yeah, for me, player of the match, really, Horan, because she was so good at both ends of the court, and she did it at crucial times. She got defensive stops, rebounds, steals, and she scored tough baskets as well. Nothing was really easy for her.
And Bell as well. I mean, clutch score at the game, but a good all-round game as well.
Yeah, you can't put a value on the job that players like Kayla Bell do. A lot of the things that, quite apart from the scoring, the picks they set, the blocks they run, same for Adele Atkin. It's not a given stat, but if it was, they'd be right up there.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you sort of look at the other end, and if you just look at numbers, you see 3 points and 6 rebounds for Adele Atkin, but what she does out there is a lot more than can be put down into a little stat line. A word as well for Jade Atkin, a very Jade Atkin game there. 50% from the floor, 20 points, 9 rebounds.
Yeah, look, Jade Atkin is a class player. She makes difficult shots, which is something you can't teach. That's just a natural thing that she's got, quite apart from her lovely shot mechanics. But she's a great player. Perhaps they lacked another scorer today. The previous game, these two played. Sam Hill chipped in with 17 points, and maybe they missed that today. But that's not to take anything away from how well the Wolves played today.
And also, Katie Morrow didn't have her best shooting night by any stretch of the imagination. And as you say, it was that ancillary scorer. They did get 12 from Evans, but then after that, 3 is actually the third highest score, and they just needed something a bit more than that to get it up over 40 and into the 50s where they would have won the game.
Yeah, that's quite right. But they'll go away and learn from this. And good job by Wolves, but they'll feel that they have to do work to do as well. They've got to work on the turnovers, I think. It's something that Coach Fisher will be looking at to try and cut those out, because they would have won by a larger margin had it not been for some of those passing errors.
Well, that's the thing. And sometimes you can cope with, they had 8 steals, Cardiff. You can sort of cope with that because you go, that's good defence. But it's the 13 that weren't steals, and a few of them were just passes out of bounds, over-ambitious passes, or passes late in the shot clock that ended in the shot clock violation. Those are the ones that Coach Fisher will be looking to clean up.
Yeah, those are the annoying ones from a coaching perspective, is the ones that were not forced. Just unforced errors are always an irritation for coaches.
But a good afternoon for the Worcester Wolves and for their supporters in the building. They will have really enjoyed that. It was a really hard-fought, exciting game. I mean, it was just a really good advert for the game of wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, it was back and forth, wasn't it? Nobody got blown away. The lead was never more than 6 points at any time. Wolves were behind. They came back. It was close, and it went down to the wire.
Well, Worcester's biggest lead was actually the final score. It was the first time they got 4 points in front. First time they got 2 shots in front was basically at the final buzzer, and that's kind of the nature of the game. Cardiff had more of the lead for longer, but it's about execution at the end, and in a tight game, Worcester were able to pull it out, and they thoroughly deserved their victory here today, and they will hope that this is something to build on. Yes, it's a good win. Yes, they've got things that coach will go over and say, okay, we can improve X, Y, and Z, but this is a building point now for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, no matter how well or poorly you're doing, you're always looking to develop. Even if you won every game of the league by 50 points, you're still going to go away and say, what can we work on? What can we do better? How can we win by 60 points next time? So there's always something to build on. So both coaches will go away, study the tape, and tailor their training sessions accordingly, you would hope.
And often it's a game of adjustments, isn't it? And we saw a good adjustment in the way that Worcester defended Cardiff today from the first meeting a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that's right. They executed that plan well. Katie Morrow got her points because Jade Atkin is brilliant. But what they did was they did a good job on restricting the other players, such as Morrow.
Well, an excellent performance from the Wolves. Jade Loughlin is with Bethan, and she's going to give us some reaction.
So your first win this season, what a game that was. Talk to us about that one.
It was a difficult game to come into. Last time we went out to them, they absolutely mullered us, is the only way to explain it. They played good, we played bad. We went home, we worked on things, and everybody played a very good vital role in it. Everybody got minutes, everybody played rebounds, passes, you name it, it was good. High intensity, we played our game, this is our home court, so that's what we did.
And back on the BBC next week against East London Phoenix. How will you be preparing for that one?
So that's going to be a very, very tough game. East London are very, very quick, and their bigs are very big. But this game will take us into it with what we can do and what we can't do, and we'll work on both things, because nothing's ever perfect. It's just going to happen. So can't wait for it. Can't wait to be back on the BBC, and it's great to be back. Shout out to my 32B in the NHS. Did say I'd do a shout out, so thanks guys for watching. Thank you.
Perfect. Good game.
Thank you very much.
Well, a great performance from Jade Lachlan and from the Worcester Wolves here today. A very dramatic day at the University of Worcester Arena, and a happy one for the Wolves. They've beaten the Cardiff Met Archers 43 points to 39. JJ, great to see you again. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon, and we'll see you at home again very soon for some more WPL action. But for now, goodbye.